Hey there, this is Corey the Yard Buddha, and today I'd just like to take you on a little tour of Wabi Sabi Japanese Gardens and Nursery, where I work at a couple days a week. And we are in Spokane, Washington here, and I'll put the link of his website and address and stuff in my description. So you never know that this was going to be a Japanese garden because we're kind of on a main busy street here, and this is his private residence, but he has the garden in the back. But this is kind of his front entrance here. He's got a nice rock garden and a little bit of a flavor of kind of what's in store in the backyard. Got some bamboo over there and some nice pines and maples, of course. So I'll show you here what's in the back. Okay, it's the first week in May here, and just wanted to show you the kind of the springtime show that it's putting up right now. We've had some nice weather over the past couple weeks, gotten to the 70s and 80s, so a lot of these things are popping up. But this is kind of his display garden here of how things can look like in your yard. And so this is kind of his private show-off garden with rocks and stone lanterns. We've got lots of hostas starting to pop up, and every kind of imaginable Japanese maple or pine tree that you can want. There's lots of azaleas hidden in there. A lot of these things have just leafed over the past couple weeks, and they haven't been fully pruned yet, so there may be still some pruning going on. And then he has all sorts of different types of little hostas of all different varieties for sale here on these benches, kind of sitting back here in the shade. This is just an example, and I'll show you there's a couple different parts of the nursery here. So this is the stuff that kind of isn't for sale. It's just to show you what stuff could look like. But then he's got a bunch of plants and bonsai and lanterns and rocks. So I'll kind of just go through his private garden here. Ferns popping up. And he does like for you, if you're going to come out and want to take a look at stuff, to give him a call. And you can't kind of just swing by randomly. He likes to have an appointment to show you around. But we have got rhododendron here in full bloom. Lots of little dwarf plants. We'll stay away from the sprinklers here right now. Got some cool benches and stone lanterns, stones. This has been here for a long time, probably at least 20 years. That big rock.
So did you already have picked out some pints in the No.
And these are particular aquifer rock here that are special. They are deep down in an aquifer and kind of got that ridged look. Different sorts of stone sculptures. So this is kind of where his private garden here ends. And then these are some examples of his stone lanterns, basins for sale. Some big ones, some little ones, some more kind of rustic looking ones. And I think he told me this is his oldest bonsai tree he has here, which was from up in a mountain in Colorado. Some sort of black pine, I think. Super old, windswept, and like he said, it was a few decades old. And then in here, he's watering right now, but he's got lots of different bonsai trees, indoor bonsais, ones that he's trying to get a little bit bigger and not put outside in the sun quite yet. And then on to the nursery here. We've got a whole bunch of big sculpted pines that are very old, that could be immediately put into your yard and look awesome. So the boxes would just be delivered out into your yard, and then they take the boxes apart and plop it into the dirt. You got all sorts of different styles of colors of Japanese maple trees going on. Just beautiful here in the springtime. And then we've got a bunch of bonsais. These are some pine bonsais. Underneath the benches there's other shrubs and pines that would be great little additions around some of your other developed plants. It's got some other pines that he's developing. All sorts of varieties, sizes. Here's some cool bonsai, some of his older bonsai up here in boxes. He's got all sorts of bonsai boxes for sale as well, shapes and sizes. And some of these more developed pine bonsais that are 20-30 years old. These are cool icebreaker plants that kind of have white curved leaves coming out the bottom. Japanese princess. I don't know the names of all of these, obviously. There's thousands of different varieties of Japanese maples, but it's a pretty nice show here in the spring. So if you are looking for something in particular, he probably has it. So this is kind of the Japanese maple area. This is the bonsai and kind of developing area and some shrubs. And then if you're looking for any sort of different type of evergreen pine, he's got lots of different sizes and varieties of them as well. So
You have your pruning tools?
I do, and there's the man. All right. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this little springtime walkthrough. This garden changes every single week, so I may do another one here late spring or early summer just to show you everything pruned and fully in bloom. But if you like it, come on down and take a look for yourself. I like it. That's why I work here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.